everyone, it's Princess, and today I'd like to talk to you about someone who is very special to me, my cousin Carrie. Carrie was born in 1981. Her birthday was a few days ago, September 2nd. We grew up together. She's 2 years older than me, and you know, we always just hung out. Our parents were in a choir together, so on the nights when they were in choir, her brother, my brother, and I would all hang out and just spend time, you know, the way cousins do, getting to know each other, talking, sharing secrets. You know, she'd tell me things out of Routine magazine. So we were spending this time together, and one day when we were still very young, she was diagnosed with leukemia. And it never really changed my view of her. You know, to see as a little girl your cousin's hair falling out or your cousin being sick, usually that would kind of frighten people or change them, but there was something so positive about her attitude. She just never changed. She was always smiling. That it wasn't quite a scary thing. It was just, oh, that's Carrie, you know? That's just what's going on right now. And eventually she did go into remission, and there were a few years there where she was, you know, in good health. And then, unfortunately, the leukemia came back. And the second time around, she couldn't beat it, and she died in 1996, December of 1996. I was 13, she was 15, and it devastated me, probably like no other loss ever has, because she was so strong and so courageous that it didn't really even cross my mind that she could die. She was so positive. And her parents are very strong people, and they created a scholarship in her name because, you know, after being a daughter and a friend and a cousin, Carrie was a dancer. You know, that was who she was. She loved dance. She danced with an organization pretty much the whole time I knew her, and her parents worked together with that organization to create the scholarship in her name. And so now every year there's a competition. Underprivileged kids come together, they compete, and the #1 winner gets a prize of an entire year's worth of dance classes at their studio of choice, paid for by my cousin's scholarship. And I just think that is such a wonderful way for Carrie's spirit and, you know, her dancing dreams to live on. And it's not about who's the best dancer, it's about who embodies what Carrie was about. Who supports the other dancers. You know, you don't have to be competitive. You're there to support other people who are there doing the same thing you are. Who's positive, who has a good attitude about it all. Because Carrie always had a good attitude. She never, you know, got down. She would try to be her best, but she wouldn't complain or, you know, be negative in any way. And for someone who had cancer to do that, it's like twice the spirit, I guess you would say. And, you know, she danced through chemo, I found out, and that to me is just beyond impressive. That's not the right word. I guess the right word would be courageous. You know, cancer is a hard thing. I've never had it, but, you know, we've all known someone with cancer. And chemo usually, you know, leaves you flat out on your couch or something like that. And she danced through it. And to see a young person with that kind of courage makes me tear up a little bit. But I just think it is so rare that someone is like that. And so I'm glad that this scholarship is there, and that's actually what I'm speaking about today in addition to speaking about my cousin. I just kind of wanted to celebrate this because her birthday was a few days ago, and she would have been 30 this year. It's been 15 years since she's gone. So I thought it was the perfect time to talk about her and her scholarship. I'd like to show you some pictures of her so you could see who I knew, what she looked like. So, here we go. That was Carrie as a little girl. That's the girl I knew. Looks like before cancer came about. That's her in one of her dance performances. And then I have one more for you guys. Oops. This is the one that usually is put on the back of the programs for the Show Us You Can Dance competition, where the kids win the scholarship. And then I will also show you ways that you can help with this cause. And if you liked what I've said about Carrie or about her memory, these are ways you can help. You can go to, and I hope you can see this, goodsearch.com and enter in YASD. That stands for Young Audiences of San Diego. That's the group that she danced with when she was, dancing up until the time of her death. They will donate 1 cent for every search that you do through their search engine. And Young Audiences San Diego has agreed to donate all the proceeds or, money raised from the Good Search Fund to Carrie's Memorial Scholarship. You can also go to goodshop.com and you can visit many merchants on there, Nordstrom, Sephora, travel sites like Expedia, almost anyone you can think of. And if you shop through the goodshop.com website and choose Young Audiences San Diego as your charity of choice, they will donate, it's different for different merchants, but they'll donate a percentage to the scholarship fund as well. And last but not least, let me stand up, I'm not sure if you can see these. If you want to check out more about Carrie's scholarship, you can go to yasd.org and just look for the little tab that's the Carrie Ann Phipps Memorial Scholarship. And that way you can learn more about Carrie and what the scholarship is about. There's also a listing on there if you want to send donations, an actual address where you can send a check if you want to do something more than just the searches. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening about Carrie. She's one of the biggest influences in my life, one of the most important people that I will probably ever meet. And I miss her every day. So, yeah. Thank you.